I would say always ask questions to your professors. I always, when office hours, love those office hours. I would pick their brain. I would be like, for example, Professor Dumpy and Professor Macias, I would go to them and I'm like, hey, Professor, I want to do this. I want to pursue this, but I don't know how to start. And he's like, oh, okay, so let me show you something that I know. Like I remember Professor Dumpy worked at CNN, right? And Professor Macias worked for NPR radio. So I would ask them questions like certain things like, how is it? Did you enjoy it? Is it something that you'd see me myself doing that? And since your professors, they kind of know what kind of student you are, what kind of person you are. They're like, yeah, I think you could do that. No, you might go this way because you're more introvert, you're more extrovert. Um, I would do that. I would also, now that we have LinkedIn, and we have, you could do things remotely now, network. I love going on Twitter and going to a person's like a play-by-play guy, in my acting way, and just like, hey, so and so, can I talk to you for 5 minutes? Can I pick your brain? And they usually say yes. You know, it's pretty cool. I was like there's one a couple of weeks ago. I was like, hey, so and so, I want to see how'd you do that? How did you get into that mindset? And they're like, oh yeah, get come over here. So I would always say like shadow internships, talk to fellow alumni, also go to the Magna Center, do all those things and network. Go to like things that you're like, oh, I might not like this. For example, I did not like hockey at first because I didn't understand it. My parents didn't grow up with it. I went to a hockey game, I fell in love. I was like, I am gonna go to more. I was like, I need to do this to go out and more be more open to things. Football. I wasn't that great into football because my parents didn't watch football. They watch soccer. So I went to a football game and I was like, can I shadow you? Can I observe what you do? And they're like, okay, go ahead. They never, what's the worst thing they could say? They could say no, yes. But you're like, wait, there could be another person that could say yes.